Hi everybody and welcome to the Mental Toughness and Body Show. My name is Rob Evans and I'm your weight loss coach, health strategist and internationally published author, helping take your life, your business, your health and fitness and body from where you are to where it is that you want to be. And today we're going to talk about moving. We're continuing in our journey this year from taking you from where you were at the start of the year to having the absolute best year ever in terms of your health, in terms of your fitness, in terms of the body that you've always wanted. Now, if this is the first Mental Toughness and Body Show that you're listening to, I need you to go back about 2 weeks, about 15 days or so, to the episode that is called The Naked Truth, and start there and work all the way forward every day since then, because they're all linked, and your health and fitness and your body transformation, each day that I've laid down for you is like a link in a chain. And if you imagine that this link in the chain is going from bottom left to top right and it's completely outstretched, that's the way that we're going to get to the top. Like, your goal is right at the very top, but each link has to be interconnected, okay? And you're only going to get to the top if you've got a nice, strong, straight chain and you're climbing up that chain. Now, how strong is the chain? As strong as the weakest link. Or if there's a missing link, guess what? The chain falls apart. So we want to make sure that you're doing every single one of these things, doing it really well, with passion, with purpose, with accountability, and you will get the result. So today we're going to talk about movement, because up to this point we haven't. We've talked about food, we've talked about mindset, we've talked about all of those different aspects of what's going to drive you, motivate you, inspire you, aspire you to be something different. And we had a couple of great talks from Frank McKinney. So today is about movement. In order to achieve a body transformation, a change, an improvement in your health and fitness, obviously those other things I just mentioned and your nutrition and everything is very, very important. Another element to your success is going to be your movement. Now, when it comes to your exercise, I like to break it down into two components. One is the strength training or resistance training, if you like, and the other part is your cardiovascular training. The important thing is to keep a balance here. Now, unfortunately, where most people get it wrong is that they either don't do anything or don't do enough, or they do way too much cardio and just focus on the cardio and do very little to none of the strength training. Now, if you take nothing else away from this particular podcast, I want you to realize this. If you want to change the shape of your body, if you want to get a toned butt, toned glutes, toned legs, the six-pack, the better shoulders, the better back, better arms, all that kind of thing, it will not come from cardio. It will only come from strength training, okay? Burning the extra calories, shedding away some of the fat is going to be assisted by the cardio training. But it won't reshape you. It will just remove layers of fat. It's not going to tone you. It's not going to give you bulging biceps if you're a man. It's going to help eliminate the fat, which is what sits between the skin and the muscle. It's going to help there. But more powerfully is going to be your strength training. But unfortunately, most people say, oh, I went for a run. I do plenty of walking. I say, what about strength training? No, I've never done any of that. Well, this is why you have the issue that you do. So we want to get the combination right. So I always prescribe my clients to be doing 3 days of strength training a week. So that's like a Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Why do we do 3 days and not every day? Well, for one, certainly the older you get. So me, I'm 52 years old. My body takes longer to recover from the very hard workouts that I put my body through now. So once I get back, so at the start of February, as I start my new cycle of heavy training for the year, for the first 8-week block, I will only train 3 days a week. And I will probably do a a Monday, Wednesday, Saturday, or a Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday, something like that. Because it takes me longer to recover. I just need more rest, allowing some of the soreness to disappear, allow my muscles to repair by feeding them and resting them, and that's what I need. I recommend it to the average person because what happens is you'll exercise, and then that exercise provides the stimulus for the growth, and the growth will occur over the next 24, 48 hours, and then it starts to drop off. Okay, so after 48 hours, we reintroduce the training again, and that's kind of, if you imagine a graph, so our opportunity for growth goes up and starts to wane a little bit. So then we introduce another workout, goes up again, and it starts to wane and goes up again. Then we rest for like 72 hours, and then we introduce another workout. So that's the way that the cycle works. It's science-based, science-proven that this is a really effective way to be training to get optimal results, whether it be for, like me, getting the six-pack, adding some more muscle to your body, or whether it's for weight loss. It works both ways. So that's the strength training. I'll tell you some of the exercises that you can be doing there. So most people think, oh, I'll go into the gym, I'll just do some bicep curls, I'll do this and that. And if you go to the gym and you look around, and you'll see that most people, like 99% of people, will not have a plan. They won't be writing anything down. They won't be recording the weights that they're lifting, the exercise that they're doing, and they'll just do like a couple of exercises here, and then they'll go to something else, and there's no real structure to it. So that's why most people are unsuccessful in the gym, because they don't really know what it is that they're doing, and they don't track it. So if you're not tracking it, how do you know if you're getting better? It's only based on a feeling. So we can do much better than that. What I like to do, if you're only just starting out, is we focus on a workout that's probably around 30 minutes so that we don't make it so hard for you that you're not going to want to keep going. And we focus on the big muscle groups. So I tend to focus on abdominals. I tend to focus on the chest. This is when I'm working with new people. The legs, the glutes, upper back and lower back. So what that normally involves is you might be doing some crunches or sit-ups, for instance. You might be doing like a bench press or a chest press if you're in a gymnasium, or push-ups if you're at home. But you can just do this at home. Some squats if you're in a gym, or a leg press are probably the most effective ones for building the growth in your legs and your glutes. Some pull-ups or lat pull-downs, or using like a TRX, a body suspension system, doing pull-ups, doing those are really effective and powerful for building the lat muscles, which are kind of under your armpit, like the wings that you see on bodybuilders. And then the last one I normally focus on is like doing a deadlift, which is lifting a bar off the ground. Now, these days I tend to do it with a hex bar. That's HEX. If you don't know what that is, you basically stand in the middle and the bar goes around you, or they're also called trap bars, TRAP. Just Google it and you can see what I'm talking about. I teach all my people to do them that way now. It's a little bit safer, it's a little bit more functional to do it that way. That's another one that I recommend for people as well. But of course it depends on your individual circumstances and any injuries and stuff that you have. And I highly recommend people use a coach to help them coach them through all these exercises to start with, because like any exercise that you do, if you're not doing it properly, then you can injure yourself. So we want to make sure that you're following proper form there. But that program, working in the range of sort of 8 to 12 repetitions, 3 sets through, is very, very effective. And I've got so many clients that have achieved some phenomenal results by starting out on a program just like that. Really, really powerful. Now, my program looks a little bit different to that because I'm more advanced, but I still work those muscles, maybe not just doing those. Because of my injuries and everything, I have to do it a little bit differently to that, but still making sure that I work the key muscle groups. So that's your strength training. When it comes to your cardio training, to be honest, all I do is walk, and that could be just making sure that you're getting in 10,000 steps a day. When I'm training for like a photo shoot and that kind of stuff, I will incorporate up to like a maximum of probably 3 fast walks a week for which I do on my treadmill so that I can pace it appropriately. I put on my treadmill, which is a Techno Gym treadmill, I put it on level 6, no incline, and I put it on, as I said, 6. I'll warm up for 3 minutes, cool down for 2 to 3 minutes, and go flat out on 6 for 20 minutes. And I'll do that 3 times a week. Now in the off season, like say right now, I would just do 20 minutes of walking, maybe outside to get some fresh air, or just trying to get as close as I can to the 10,000 steps a day, just through functional moving and so forth. I don't do the hardcore, running flat out on treadmill or cross trainer or bike or sprints or that kind of stuff. I don't do that for a couple of reasons. I want to make sure that I'm doing the things that I love doing. I love walking. I don't like thrashing myself senseless multiple times a week with cardio. I'll push myself as hard as I can with my strength training, but I've never loved cardio. So what I have to do is find those things that I will do forever and really enjoy it, which for me, I've tried everything. But for me, I really look forward to the walking. It's good for my body, it's good for my back, it's good for my knees as well. So I enjoy that process. So that's the thing for you. You've got to find the thing that you really enjoy doing and just focus on doing that a few times a week. So then if you take a step back and look at the whole week, I would aim to do this. Every single day that you get up, you've got to move. And you're either going to do a strength session today or you're going to do a cardio session of some sort, which might be just the walking as I suggested. But every day you're going to do something. So I wouldn't do the walking and the strength training on the one day. You can still focus on keeping your steps up, but don't do a purposeful cardio session on the day that you're going to do a strength session. And then it makes it easy. You get up, I know I have to move today. Which one is it? Strength or cardio? Now, that's in a perfect world. If you're just getting started out, I say start out with one. If you've never done strength training before at all, I say start with one strength session. Maybe start on a Monday and do 2 sessions in the next week. Or if you're struggling and you think, man, this is really hard to maintain with my schedule, just do one. Just do one for a few weeks and then take it up to 2. And the cardio, same thing. Do at least 1 session during the week, and then in week 2, maybe take it up to 2. The key is to make this sustainable, doable for you, and we do it in bite-sized pieces that is manageable for you. Obviously, if I got you eating 6 meals a day as soon as possible, you did 3 sessions of really well-balanced, structured strength training 3 days a week, and you did some cardio on those other days, then that is your fastest formula for getting the success. But if you go slower, it doesn't mean you won't be successful. It just means that things are going to take longer. And is that okay? Yeah, of course it is. You're just doing it your way, a little bit slower. That's okay. The day's going to pass anyway, so let's just try and make positive steps in improving from where we are to where it is that we want to be, and that'll feel good for you. Like I've got a new client at the moment that I'm working with, and she's never worked out before, and she's done now, I think, about 5 sessions, and she only weighs about 45 kilos. She wants to gain weight. She's a really tiny, petite lady. She's already put on, I think, a kilo through following the meal plan. She's actually very strong and her form is really good. And she just said to me today how much she loves coming and how good it feels when she's working out. She said, I just love it. It just feels so good. And of course I know that, but when I hear people tell me, I know that they've got the gift of it and they just feel so good. That just brings me so much joy to know that people are loving the movement, they're loving what it is that they're doing. It makes it really, really exciting for me as a coach to hear that and see them responding and just improving their life in that way. It's really exciting for me. So that's the way to do it. It's now over to you. It's up to you to incorporate this. Now, this can be a really tricky process. It can be challenging for people. So guess what? This is why you use a coach. So I really encourage you, if you really want to make a change in your health, you need to get a coach. I can coach you from anywhere in the world. Go to the mentaltoughnessandbodyshow.com. Opt in for a free consultation there. Let's start a conversation and just find out where the gaps are for you. Find out what it is that you think you are lacking, and let's point you in the right direction. Let's get things happening for you. 2021 is going to be an amazing year for you if you make it an amazing year. It really is. But you've got to decide. That's the question. You decide, you commit, and then take action consistently, and you'll get the results that you're looking for. Have a great day. Stay safe wherever you are in the world, and I will see you tomorrow.